Picture this. You're walking down the street and suddenly you're face to face with a Neo AI humanoid robot from X1. Or maybe it's one of Tesla's soon to be released robots set to hit the market in 2025. These aren't just plot devices from a sci-fi novel. They're becoming our reality, and with this new reality comes a whole host of legal conundrums. Let's start with the biggie, liability. Imagine an AI robot going rogue and decides your neighbor's prized rosebush is actually an invasive species that must be eliminated. Who's on the hook for the damage? The robot manufacturer? The software developer? The owner who forgot to update the quote garden appreciation module of the AI system? I think we're looking at a pretty thorny issue, pun intended. And speaking of thorny issues, let's talk about those license and terms of service agreements. You know, the novels masquerading as legal documents that we all pretend to read before clicking I agree. Well, with AI robots, you might want to dust off those reading glasses. These agreements are going to be chock full of clauses about liability, indemnity, arbitration, and jurisdiction. It's like a legal buffet, and trust me, you don't want to skip any courses. And if that's not enough, there's more. We've got a whole smorgasbord of legal issues to prepare for. Think about privacy concerns. Is your robot butler going to sell your secret cookie recipe to the highest bidder? What about intellectual property rights? If your AI companion writes the next great American novel, who gets the royalties? And let's not forget about employment law. Is your robot colleague entitled to overtime pay and dental benefits? Now, I know what you're thinking. This is all well and good, but what should I, as a legal eagle, do with this information? Well, I'm glad you asked. For some of you, here are your marching orders. For others, here are a few suggestions. First, start boning up on AI and robotics technology. You don't need to become the next Elon Musk. Well, actually, now that I think about it from seeing some of his posts on X, who would really want to be? But putting aside his conspiracy theory post, I think we can all agree it's probably a good idea to at least know something about machine learning and deep learning. Subscribing to tech blogs, attending webinars, and maybe even befriending a friendly neighborhood computer scientist might all be good ideas. Next, maybe we should dust off our contract law textbooks. You'll need to be sharp on drafting and interpreting those complex license agreements. Pay special attention to liability clauses because they're going to be the VIPs of the AI robot legal world. Third, start thinking creatively about legal frameworks. Our current laws weren't written with AI in mind, so we might need to do some legal gymnastics to make them fit. Consider how existing laws might apply to AI robots and where we might need new legislation. Fourth, brush up on your ethics. As AI becomes more advanced, we're going to face some pretty hefty moral issues. Start pondering questions like, at what point does an AI robot deserve rights? And how do we ensure AI is used ethically? Trust me, these philosophical questions and the answers to these questions will come in handy. Lastly, network, and network some more. Connect with tech companies, AI developers, and fellow lawyers interested in this field. The legal landscape of AI robotics is still being shaped, and you have the opportunity right now to be at the forefront. I would like to let you know that we will be talking more about AI humanoid robots in future episodes of this podcast and also over in our AI and Law LinkedIn group. So remember, folks, the future is not just coming. It's here, complete with silicon brains and metallic smiles. As lawyers, it's our job to ensure that this brave new world is governed by laws that protect both humans and our artificial friends. So let's roll up our sleeves and get to work because the robots are waiting. All right, if you like what you've heard in this episode and would like to be a part of our community, definitely subscribe, like, and share your comments on whatever platform you're listening to this episode. Also keep in mind that we do have a few past episodes that touch upon some of the issues I talked about during today's show. All right, between now and next time, enjoy this interesting AI journey that we're all taking together, and never stop making each day your masterpiece.